Why does the stock market take years to climb but crashes in a single day? Why do you grab the armrest the second a plane shakes in turbulence? Because biology doesn't care about your logic. The lizard brain, the amygdala, it fires first. It's fast, it's primitive, and it is ruthless. Now, the lizard brain, it kept your ancestors safe and alive when a tiger leapt out of the bushes. Today, the tiger is your portfolio. The jungle is the stock market. Same brain, different jungle. So, when the market is crashing and when fear kicks in, the brain calls out to you to fight the urge to sell or take flight and smash that sell button. And because your friend, your neighbor, your that guy on Twitter sold too, you feel justified. उसने भी तो किया है. Now that is herd instinct. That is biology. But underneath it is conditioning. The need to conform, the desire to fit in. It didn't start in the market. It started when schools shaved off your authenticity and called it discipline. It started when parents passed on their passed down beliefs boxed in by their own limitations. When workplaces gave you labels of being an A player, of being a C performer, being great, being really bad, and when you internalize those is when it became your identity. Fear got institutionalized. You didn't choose it, but you inherited it. And now you carry it like it's the truth. So when I asked myself why I chose this line of work, why coaching, the answer was fairly blunt. Because I have stood toe to toe with fear at various times in my life, and I've punched back. In school, I risked being debarred for 7 years, but it didn't stop me from negotiating with an invigilator. In my work life, I quit a job without another one in hand several times, staring at the terror of not getting a salary. I bet on myself with $100 to my name, knowing scarcity was waiting if I lost. Every time, I didn't just survive, I stored a win. The hippocampus or the mammalian brain is the emotional reservoir, if you were to call it that. So it logs in the proof of your experience. So it calls out saying, you made it once, you'll make it again. Now that is the difference between people who accept the status quo and those who don't. It's not talent. It's not IQ either. It is winning memories. And that's exactly what coaching should do. It's about recognizing and breaking the loop where fear runs your life. It's about acting as a guide to what lies beyond that fear. And that's why I built my flagship program, Break, Seize, Forge. Break the fears that were installed by family, by schools, by corporates, by the labels that you were given. Seize your voice. Seize your values, your conviction, and forge a future where you stop fitting in and start standing out. Fearlessly, unapologetically. Now, one of my friends who I was talking to recently, she said, it took me 23 years to overcome my fear of not getting a salary. I faced that fear when I was 23 years old. That's the only difference. It's about practice, it's about memory, and it's about coaching. Fear is biology. The amygdala will always fire. The market will always crash. The plane will always shake. But resilience is biology too. The hippocampus remembers your wins. The neocortex rewrites the script. That's where transformation happens. Not when you kill fear, but when you carry it and still move forward. That's what coaching is for. That's what Break, Seize, Forge was built for. The next time your portfolio is down 10%, remember when it went up 15%. Remember that you are not a sheep in the herd. Remember that success is not about fitting. It is about standing out. And this is Sid Bahri signing off. Until next time, be fearless.